Hello everyone. Welcome to another life-changing episode of Madness Podcast. In this episode, once again we are discussing about dreams. The Bible has many accounts throughout time that he used dreams as a form of communication to his people. A few examples are Daniel, Joseph, Old Testament, Joseph, Mary's husband, and many others. The Lord also says in Joel chapter 2 verses 27 to 29, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. And it shall come to pass afterward, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit." He also says in Hebrew 13-8, Jesus Christ the same yesterday, and today and forever. I believe we can ask the Lord to use our night seasons for His purposes, to redeem that time for His glory. I can attest to His working in this manner in my life. I know of 3 separate accounts in which He used dreams He gave that actually saved lives. Of course, it's important to decipher those from, say, pizza for dinner, dreams. One of these dreams came 2 nights before my husband was going on an extensive hiking trip into the deep wilderness with some other men. In this dream, I saw a man, I couldn't see the identity of this person, fall off a cliff, fall to the rocks below and die. I was very concerned to say the least, but my dear hubby thought it was just a story because I was worried about him and didn't want him to go. I knew what I had seen in this dream, however, and that it wasn't what he thought. I began asking people close to me to be praying for protection over this type of accident and that life would be spared. They faithfully did so. Once up in the wilderness, my husband sort of jokingly told the other men to be extra careful because his wife had a dream about one of them falling off a cliff and dying. Later during one of their hikes, it happened. One of the men slipped off the face of the cliff they were climbing and fell several hundred feet to the rocks below. My husband was praying while the man was falling through the air. He miraculously survived. He did go into shock and was pretty banged up, but he sustained no broken bones or any real damage, and ultimately walked out of there on his own the next day. They were a 48-hour hike to the nearest dirt road. I know God gave this dream to prompt prayer that I believe saved this man's life. Isn't He good? The other dream I had from Him was that I died in a car accident. Talk about weird, to see your own. But I know He gave this dream for the same reason, to prompt prayer because it wasn't my time to go home. This dream happened about 4 days after the first one, above, and my mind was really trying to play tricks in me. I battled thoughts like, "Oh, you're just imagining this because the last one was true, come on, get real." Guess whose voice that probably was? Because the last one had been so accurate, I did pray. The next day I drove with my children several hours away. We were going through Seattle on the freeway at 65 miles per hour and drove under several overpasses. I don't know for sure what happened, but I believe someone from on top of the overpass threw a huge rock over. It was the size of a full human hand and came from above, not from a truck kicking up a rock. I had cars on both sides of me and saw this rock flying right at me and again began praying, in a scream. The rock hit the very center top of my windshield. Both my children and myself saw it hit the glass, close to the roof however. Miraculously the windshield held, and I did not drive into anybody else. There was no crack or chip in the glass whatsoever. Later, we did discover the metal right above the glass where it had hit had a fairly large dent in it. We also learned the week prior, the exact thing happened to another motorist in the area, and the person was killed. Again I give all glory to God for saving me. The last dream God gave me, I was reading, in the dream, my hometown newspaper, and was just flipping through it and ran across the obituary section and read how a classmate I had known since kindergarten was killed in a car accident. This person, however, is still alive, so I knew this to be another warning to pray for his protection, safety and life, and more specifically about any car accidents. I've asked several others to be praying for him as well. He is still well and alive, and I know that is because of the Lord. I am nothing but one of the Lord's children. There is nothing special about me, besides being one of His kids. It's about a special God. Any of us can ask Him to give us dreams from Him, to ask Him to give us the recall to remember those, to ask if we could serve Him in this capacity. Then when He gives something, trust Him with that, and pray. He is a kind, loving Father, and I know He gave those warnings because it was not those individuals' time to go. He would also not have shown those things if he weren't able and willing to change them through prayer. He forewarned of those accidents, yet life was spared. I've found this to be a way of life now. He is able to do this whenever he desires because I've invited him to be welcome to do so. Sometimes dreams can give you direction for your life, from him, encouragement, correction, or whatever else he wishes to communicate to you. It's all at his loving hands. I would encourage you to invite him to work through your night seasons, as he sees fit. Never forget to subscribe to keep listening to this kind of life-changing podcasts. You can inspire us to keep doing the good work by giving a thumb up or a feedback in the comments. Have a good day.